We interrupt this program. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. A nuclear attack is commencing.
The timeline. Okay, so the timeline right now, I'm trying to do my op award and safety brief at 2000. I'm hoping to step off from here at 2030 and hoping that we will be in position by 2130 for a game start roughly of around 2200. Okay? And then in case you didn't know, the game will end at 10:30 on Sunday. We'll have an after-action review and they'll be selling booze over here. So we'll also have a pre-party to the after-party.
Everybody.
Oh yeah.
3 beta.
I don't drink
No
tequila, but their
alcohol
tequila's
All
fucking
right,
delicious.
get ready to copy because I'm going to give you the grids of these critical locations. Base 1, base 1. The next critical location, Base 2. We will probably not be using that tonight, but that will be our fallback position for later in the operation. The next point, the critical point that you'll need, the rally point, but it's marked PE for Punto de Encuentro, right? Punto de Encuentro? Okay. At this point, this is the point that we're going to separate into our main defense force and the people guarding the flanks and move to our positions, okay? It'll be marked with a blue chem light. That's where all of our medical supplies and extra ammunition for the defense of Coro will be tonight. I will be there at that location throughout the entire operation, unless I have to go into the defense with my reserve, which hopefully I do not. If we do have to retreat, I hope to cover the retreat with my reserve from that position. So everyone will fall back to that position. The last critical location is the town of Coro itself. It's only about 4 or 5 buildings by a dry creek bed. I will mark the center of the position with a red chem light. The rough grid of 100 meters, 656, 972. Okay, so now I'll talk about the scheme of maneuver. Okay. Phase 1 during ambush. The first phase will move an infill to base 1. We'll drop all our rucks and extra supplies here at base 1. Okay? This will be where we set up our patrol base, rest, and prepare for future operations later tonight. From there, we'll move as an entire force to the rally point. From the rally point, we will split into 4 groups. A squad or 2 squads to defend the southern flank, a squad or 2 squads to defend the northern flank, 1 platoon to cover the southern part of the town, south of the road, 1 platoon to cover the northern part of the town, north of the road. I would put the red chem in the middle of the road so that each platoon can tell where their area of responsibility is. We'll have Coro's platoon to the south and 1st platoon to the north. Okay? Yeah. All right, everybody clear on that?
Yeah. Where is the second platoon?
Second platoon, Coro will be south, McKinley will be north, and then your group will be split between the 2 flanks, right? And then, yeah, that's everybody, right? And then my group will be with me in reserve at the rally point. So 1st platoon will be in reserve at the rally point, waiting to join the fight as needed. Okay? That's phase 1. Phase 2, assuming we do not hold the town of Coro, assuming we are unable to hold the town, we will fall back to base 1 where we've left our equipment. This is where we'll set up to rest, reorganize, and prepare for the next operation. We will continue to try and defend the rally point as our most forward position, because this road will be the key to moving east and west along this area. Everybody understand? So after our fight in Coro, if we are unable to hold it, we will withdraw in an orderly fashion to our base here where we can begin to rest and eat and rotate squads through this position to keep NATO from coming down the road and fucking us up. That's reorganization. Phase 3, I'm going to assign, and we'll go over this when we finish the operation tonight. So tonight, at whatever time we have everybody back in the base, I'll bring all the leaders in again, and we'll go over the plan for tomorrow, the defense in zone. Each platoon will be assigned a zone and a fallback position. Everybody clear on that? After that, we will either have maintain this position or fallen back to base 2. Either way, we will use that zone defense to try and draw NATO as far stretched out as humanly possible. So your platoon will defend until you have to retreat, and then you will retreat through the other platoons to the rear to rest, refit, and prepare again. Does that make sense? So we'll just trade time for space to get them there, okay? So we want to get them as spread out as possible, and then in phase 4, which will be Sunday morning, we all wake up, hopefully, before the sun rises, and hit these fuckers right when the sun rises with the goal of completely destroying them in their sleeping positions. If not, we fight it out till we all drink, but wouldn't it be cool if they lost the game before 9 a.m.? Okay? So, just a few more things, and then we'll be done. Okay, service and support. All your supplies, your ammunition, your water bottles, that kind of thing, they're always going to be with me in the rear, either at the rally point or in the center of our base. Okay, the base will always be organized in a triangle with a platoon, a platoon, a platoon, and then the first platoon in the center with me. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? So each platoon is responsible for one side of the triangle, and then in the center I have the reserves. Everybody understand? And so if we're in the attack, or in the defense rather, at any point that we're either in a linear attack or in a linear defense like this, the supplies will be at the rally point where we split up, and I will be there with a blue light. In a situation like this, the supplies will be at the main base. So like in phase 3, when we're defending in zones, all the supplies will be back with me in the furthest rearward zone. Does that make sense? And then if you are in the defensive position, they're going to be in the center with me in the first group. And I will always mark the center with that yellow chem light or green chem light so you can see where it is.
What the hell? It's a goddamn cougar!
Agave is known for its leathery leaves that range in size from a few centimeters to 8 feet.
This is the eastern diamondback rattlesnake, the largest rattler in the world.
Same as it ever